how I made my boring gaming setup looking like this in one day. I'm gonna show you all the product specs, the overall build, and how much did it cost. If you saw my other videos, I'm a PlayStation gaming console fan. What really concerns me, how the hell am I still with this old monitor? Also, this room doesn't feel like home. I've been using this full HD whatever, I forgot the certain name of this BenQ monitor, but this monitor served me for a very long time. I've been using on the PlayStation 4 times, then later I've been using on my computer, and then for the PlayStation for the whole year. Jesus. It's a full HD monitor, it's 60 FPS, and the response time is 1 millisecond since I'm playing mostly Call of Duty. Also, the overall look, it's a black color, which is mostly my setup dominated by the white color, and I was really feeling to change it. Also, I've been playing Spider-Man 2, full HD 30 FPS, and if you haven't known yet, there's a VRR settings, variable refresh rate. This function matches the refresh rates of the display to be synced with the frame rate from the video output, making the display motion more smooth. And as a console fan, I need to squeeze the PlayStation out of it. Guys, so it's time to invest to the monitor. I bought the BenQ EX2710U, and to squeeze the console we need a monitor with a 2.1 port support. It has a TreVolo audio system, it also has the HDR, it's an improved HDR with 600 nits. The setup is very easily, I took out the stand, I easily clicked on the monitor. It really matches the colors of my gaming setup now, which is we have the off-white fully colored monitor. So for the setup I plugged the HDMI 2.1 and the power cable, and we have the static holder which squeezes all the cables in the middle. I really like this cable management now. I also bought the PlayStation dock, which holds the controllers better. Of course, to turn this monitor, we also have a remote control. If we look at the settings, now we have the automatic settings. We need to change to 4K, and for the VRR, it's already automatic. I mean, look at those colors. It's such a game changer. So VRR is off, and now we can change the VRR. It means that on 4K we have more FPSs. Look at how smooth it is. Almost no bezels. It's an IPS display, but with the HDR, it's insanely good looking monitor. It's not an OLED, but it's an overkill for sure. I paid 640 euros. Also on the back we have the lights. I thought it's gonna light up my back wall, but it didn't look that way. Yellow color was the brightest one. If we switch off the lights, it's barely visible, you know. So how can we make it even more modernized? Jacob, you really showed everything that you set it up, yeah? What about this? Shall we unbox something? Of course we should. That's why I saved Nanoleaf for the unboxing video, because it's super special for all the streamers, all the YouTubers, all the crazy gamers that are true gamers. All of them, most of them have these on the walls. If you don't have any ideas what to put on the wall, put this. It's a #1 thing to do. It's gonna be super special for your room. Trust me, you won't leave that place. So we took a 9-pack, a hexagon, the most popular option, which as I see they can connect. And this is how it's gonna look if you wanna have a heart. Then I have to buy another box and still it's not gonna be enough. I just took the regular kitchen knife. You have all lights needed, but you don't have scissors. And voila! Over here we have an instruction what kind of models you can create. You don't use your creativity, but I'm sure I'm gonna use mine and I won't need this. A starter kit and hexagon. Okay, this is my head and this is how the hexagon looks like. I'm gonna fill up all the table. Connectors, European, a regulator, I don't know what it is actually. And we also get the UK adapter. Stickers, all the med kit. I really don't know how to set up all of this. Let's go straight back to the home and we'll test it out if you need to put on these stickers or is it built in? How do you use this? Like so many questions. Let's just go on. Okay. First I tried to structure it, what kind of shape I want. Then I took out the connectors. We have also additional 2 connectors if you lose any of them, but they stick quite nicely, they don't get lost. Very clicky, easily to install it. I put it on the bed so I wouldn't scratch the LEDs. We have the control center button, and when we build up the shape, at the end of each sides I put it on the ruler. Then I measured and I pointed with my pencil in the middle. Then we put on the sticker. These stickers stick to the walls, don't worry about it. I was anxious. If you press it nicely, it stays there, trust me. I'm bragging about my gaming setup, but I'm really curious, what do you have? Write me in the comments down below, what setup do you have? What monitor, what PC or what gaming console you have? I respond to all the comments. This is my third hexagon. They do fill up the wall. And when I started building that X-cross, then I thought I put it a little bit too high. So I put put it to hexagons on the down, so it brightens up the corners of the monitor when it's dark. When it's dark in the room, I wouldn't need to use my lamp. The last ones too I didn't glue, I tried as an experiment. And to connect to the power also easily, it goes like this. The charge also goes on a connector pin lock. And this is voila, this is how it looks on the daylight. I love the colors, I love everything. And you know what I really like the most about them is that they have the functions. It all touches with the finger. So first we have a power button. When you press it lightly, it turns on. Press it again, it turns off. Also we have the dim controls if it's too bright. If it's a daylight and you still want to see those colors, if it gets dark in the room, you can brighten it up. The middle button changes the animation, more like a solid effect feel. It has a slow pace of the effects and also creates more solid colors. It feels like the room is relaxed and it's time to chill off the work. And the 2 arrow button, it creates more chaos, which has more different colors. The effects are way faster, wavy. Some sides doesn't fill up with the colors. It's just a chaos. It's for a crazy artist, okay? Even I am like this sometimes. Here's some effects of that. And last but not least, we have the music button, which reacts by the sound you create, also by singing. And I play the Macarena. You know how that sounds, and it goes by the rhythm, you know, it goes up, it goes down. You can do a disco party after that. Also, it has a pair app which connects to Apple Home or Android devices. You can customize it even more. So I've been using this monitor for 1 week, and here's my pros and cons. One of the pros, it has a HDR 600 nits, which is, oh my god. We've played the games like all in a cinema movie. It also has the gaming HDR and a cinema HDR. I'm playing games like Call of Duty on 120 FPS. With this HDMI 2.1 output, it unlocks more FPSs. This monitor is really overkill, because maximally reaches 4K 144 FPS, which for a PlayStation is too much. PlayStation can maximally go to 4K 45 FPS-ish, but if you want to have a future-proof, a modern look monitor, this monitor is for you. And on the downside, I don't really like the size. It's 27 inches. It's a common size these days, but I also use it for my work, for editing flow. So for editing, it's okay. For gaming, you get used to it. But also not too small, but also not too big. Another pro, it has a very good audio system, which you can play movies, the games. This monitor is really bright. It keeps the minimalistic look. You don't need to buy any speakers. It has everything you need. If you press that like button, it really helps me with my channel. Thank you so much, guys. Bye for now.